100%. So, I want to get into another topic real quick. This one was kind of crazy to me. I felt sad. I got 2 sad stories on here, but this one is sad because, you know, we all got daughters. I just found out you said you got a daughter, right?
Yeah, I got 2 and 1 on the way.
Okay,
Well,
congratulations.
on that, man.
Congratulations. So, you know, seeing this crazy shit, it was an elementary school teacher. She was crying on social media, basically saying she teaches, kindergarten through 1st grade, and she tries to play like Disney records and stuff like that for the kids. And the kids just screaming they want to hear Pound Town, Pound Town, Pound Town. It's funny, but it's not, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, I see her crying. She's like, yo, what we going to do with our generation? Like, why is the parents playing Pound Town for their kids, and the kids are coming to school, don't want to hear, you know, the nursery rhyme songs, but they want to hear Pound Town. And then, you know, I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. But then I saw a video of a mother and daughter.
Oh, I seen that.
And she was like talking about eat my ass.
Yeah.
I eat my ass, I eat your ass. I eat my ass, I eat. And
The daughter was like maybe about
Was
4 or 5.
singing with her.
Was singing with her, like 4 or 5 years old. And then I seen another video of a young man. They was rapping, and little kid, he probably about 6, 7 years old. He had the money, the gun.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just saying to myself, what's going on? Like, I don't understand what's going on, because my daughter, I kept her away from so much things when I was coming up. Certain things she was going to hear anyway, right? But even if she heard it, I didn't participate with her.
Setting the kids up for failure. Like, that's what I see that shit as, man. Because I tell you this. First of all, this is a totally different generation. I think about how I came up. And, son, I wouldn't want my kids going through what I went through, bro. I would not. And the truth is, for one, I don't know if they'd survive that shit, number one. And for two, my nigga, like...
What you went through?
I went through a lot. Where I grew up on Argyle between Church and Caton, in Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? And my old heads, like, was niggas who was Brooklyn's Most Wanted, like, all of that. You understand? So I grew up watching that, and that made me become that for a long time. You understand what I'm saying? And I always say this, like, I can't even accredit me still being here to me being smart. That shit was luck, my nigga. Because at any time, I could have been at the wrong place at the wrong
God's
time.
grace.
Yeah, but that's what, I say luck, but I always say luck. Luck is God's will, you know what I'm saying? Because God decides. So I could have been at the wrong place at the wrong time at any time. I could have lost my life, or, you know, like you said, you know, like you was fighting a case for your life.
Yeah,
or I could have ended up God knows where, you know what I mean? So I don't understand why you would want to put your kids in that same trajectory to follow that same path. Like I got 3 daughters, and my kids are nothing like what I was when I was their age. And I'm proud of that. I don't want them to be anything like that. You know what I mean? Because I know what that shit leads to, man.
Yeah, it's so funny with my daughter, all the music she listened to, we saw old school records, Temptations, Stevie Wonder. You know what I mean? I kept her away, and I'm in the music business. I sold 17 million records, helped sell 17 million records. And I would keep her away from most of the stuff. I said, not saying that it didn't play around her, because it played. But I'm not sitting with my kid cursing back and forth with her on a song and kicking the records up. You know what I'm saying? The other day we was in Mexico and she was dancing to the Dreams and Nightmares and sing. They go crazy for that Dreams and Nightmares.
I seen
you know what I'm saying? And I didn't even talk. I just had to sit back like, okay, you know, that's what they're doing. She her age now. She gonna do whatever. But to take a 5-year-old or a 4-year-old and...
But it's cool now because at this age, she has the understanding and perspective to understand that these are just lyrics. You get where I'm coming from? When you're talking about a 4 or 5-year-old child, like, they can't even decipher the difference between these just being words in a song and them really embodying that shit, bro.
Facts, because I remember when I was younger and I was listening to Jay-Z shit, I just thought I was just rapping the song. I didn't used to know that he was talking about trafficking and selling drugs. Like when he was saying H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy, for shizzle my nizzle, you should dribble down. I wasn't thinking he's talking about trafficking.
Yeah, but even that, right? I'm not giving no Jay-Z no credit, but it was more hitting. When you saying I eat your ass, you eat my ass.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Your mother wouldn't even know what H to the Izzo dribble down and V. Like, she wouldn't even know what that is. But it's blatant now. Like,
and who teaches a young girl that though?
Yeah,
bro?
like, not my daughter.
No, man, yo, But they can't get around it because the tablet, even the cartoons got a lot of the gay stuff in it, a lot of the cursings in it. So everything be like, it be right there. Like, when you don't think they watching, they looking.
So I'm gonna tell you this. My mother told me. I remember growing up, my mother smoked some weed and shit. Right. That's when you had the. That's when the weed had the seeds in it, in a little trade bag. You could buy a trade bag, you know, nickel bag, and you smoke in the bamboo paper. You know what I'm saying? The easy water. And I remember I was coming to my teenagehood, and a friend of ours, her son would smoke weed with his mother. I was 13. He's probably about 13, 14. And my mother was like, "Yo, listen, I know y'all gonna go outside and do whatever y'all gonna do, and I can't stop you from smoking weed. I can't tell you if it's good or bad, whatever the case may be. But this is what I will tell you: if you ever decide to smoke weed, I'm never gonna smoke a joint with you, right? So, like you said, it could be on a tablet, and they may run into it. And you could take the tablet and go, "Yo, chill, you're not listening to that." Or whatever you got to do, but to take the tablet and go, "Yo, we gonna sing it together." That's
like they may go out in the world and drink poison, but I'm never gonna feed you poison. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know, mothers nowadays, they be twerking with their kids and shit like
crazy.
that. Like, even if you tell them, "Yo, chill," like, they still, whether it's an auntie or something, be like, "Boy, out of that."
yeah.
Your daughter gonna know how to damn twerk. That's what it seems like.
But what you gonna do? What you gonna do when that daughter becomes 17, 20 years old, and that's her mindset? Now she busting it open, and she going back into this the cycle. Like, you gotta break the cycle at some point. Like, I kill for my daughter.
Yeah, mine's is
Right?
17 now. Hell yeah.
So
I'ma
it's
kill
like,
for
so
her.
I get into this conversation. I was gonna bring it up anyway. So, what age is the appropriate age you even think for your kids to date?
Yo. If I have a son, I don't give a fuck what age he dating. But my daughter, well, I know she dating now. Fuck all that. I know she dating. I talk to my daughter just like I don't talk to her like on some, I talk to her just like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? She's 17. Like, niggas been fucking. Like, you know what I'm saying? You already know what's going on at that age. So you just give her a little bit of advice, but at the same time, they think we old niggas, so they think they not gonna listen to us. What the fuck we tell them? We ain't want to listen to our moms or what they telling us. They gonna be all right, Dad. I don't even want to talk about
I'm past the dating stage with mine. I used to tell my daughter, "Yo, you can't have no boyfriend, B. You're not having no boyfriend until you graduate high school." That was my rule. After high school, you can have a boyfriend. But I also didn't just tell her she can have a boyfriend. Also, we put even not with myself, because I didn't have all the tools.
But how you know she didn't have one?
Oh, because me and her mother talk. Like, we got a healthy village, right? We got a healthy village. So she ain't telling me she'll talk to her mother. If she ain't telling her mother, she gonna talk to her aunt. I'm gonna tell you how it went. And she'll tell you this now. Like, she'll tell you this now. Mo was at her Sweet 16, right? You was there? And what I did was, because I got my own shit, like, I'm bugged out with certain shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
But I'm saying, when they in school, right, I always had girlfriends that...
No, I'm not saying...
Your daughter pretty?
Of course. Her daddy pretty.
No, I'm saying,
Nah,
so
he
you
was
know,
asking you 'cause he waited for you to
there's
say
a lot
yeah.
of handsome niggas in school.
No.
She had a boyfriend in school,
listen,
but she's
listen.
not going to tell daddy
No,
because
she's
he's
not.
crazy.
Definitely not tell daddy.
Yeah, that's a
But what
fact.
I am saying to you is, the village was strong, and I always talk about that for my situation. When she went to her Sweet 16, she called all her uncles and her godfathers up there, right? You remember? It was like 30 niggas that came up to the mic, and she said, "This is the reason why I can't have a boyfriend." To all the boys in it, because it was all men. But sometimes we needed that village to be around her to have those conversations. And if she did have a boyfriend, somebody pulled her by the coattail and said, "Yo, listen, you know your mother and your father, blah, blah, blah." That's all I'm saying. So for me, I'm not saying that she didn't go do something. I'm not telling you she'll goody do two shoes. But what I am saying to you is that I made sure I had those conversations. Like, look, you got a future ahead of you.
Yeah.
And I want you to be the brightest and the smartest that you could possibly be. And I don't want you to have a baby early or none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying to you? First of all, I don't want to be nobody's grandfather right now. And second of all, you got too much work to do. You know what I'm saying? So you go to school, college, you're going to do what you got to do. Get out of college, and after that, you free range to do what you want. You can have a boyfriend while you're in college, but as long as you focus, I think you'll be focused at that time. And, you know, she 23. I still haven't met a boy yet. But, you know, her mother says she date and...
Because she's scared of you.
Nah, I don't think she's scared of me.
Yeah, she's scared to bring the nigga around because she's thinking like, no, hold on, I gotta make sure my dad, he don't play that shit. I can't bring the nigga
I don't think she's
around.
gonna bring I think she'll bring a dude when she's serious with a dude.
Yeah.
She's not gonna bring no rinky dink nigga that she just probably dating and seeing. She's not doing that. We not doing that.
I think the conversation is just real important. You know what I'm saying? Because like I got 3 daughters. You know, my oldest daughter 25, my middle daughter she'll be 20 next week. My baby 4. You know what I'm saying? And I mean my 25-year-old, she been in a relationship with a female for like 5 years, which I'm happy about because I ain't got to deal with no dude. Son, I ain't gonna lie to you. But my 19-year-old, you know, like I always kept the lines of communication open ever since she was young, you know. I mean, even when my daughter was like 9, 10 years old, I always used to tell her like, look, you don't need no boyfriend this young or whatever, but when you have your first kiss, I want to know. You know, and I've been telling my daughter since she was like, Daddy, you sure you want to know? I'm like, yeah, I want to know. And the reason I always used to tell her when she was young is because it's exactly what you said. I didn't want her to be afraid of me.
Yeah.
You understand? Because don't get me wrong, I apply pressure.
Yeah.
Always. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted her to be in the back of her mind to always feel comfortable. Like, well, my dad did always tell me, like when it happened, I could tell him. You know what I'm saying? And she 19 now, about to be 20. You know, I ain't never meet no boy. I don't think that she's ever had a boyfriend before, but...
She's scared of you.
But, nah.
Yo, she had a boyfriend.
Yo,
she had a boyfriend.
But, you know, like I tell her, look, do I want you to have a boyfriend? Nah, I'd rather you focus on other things. But at the age that you are, I can't even be mad at you. If that was to occur. Just don't walk in my crib at 19 with a nigga that's like 25, because I'm going to punch his head off.